what's going on, everyone? This is Devils41 here. Just wanted to bring you a video just talking about some recent carbon fiber tips I had bought for my M235i. And you know, what my experience was, how the fit and finish was, you know, what I think overall of the product. So I am going to be doing a giveaway for these carbon fiber tips. I'm going to be running that through my Instagram channel. So that's going to be starting on Saturday the 13th, and I'm going to run it for about 2 weeks. So it'll go till about the 27th, and at that point I'll announce the winner. So yeah, so my experience, at least with buying with these, and what my thought process was going down the road when I was looking to get some carbon fiber tips. So the reasoning behind it was I do have an M235i right now. I did buy a carbon fiber diffuser for it. After I did kind of a test fit of it, I did notice that the stock pipes were a little bit more sunken in. So I needed something that was going to be able to extend out that tip just a little bit to give it a little bit more clearance for that carbon fiber diffuser. So, you know, fast forward a couple of months, I'd be looking around, you know, seeing what other options were out there other than just the real carbon fiber tips that you get from BMW and Performance themselves. So the best price I was really seeing for those online was around $327. I can't remember who it was actually through or not, but the only option that they had were the polished ones. Where there was nothing wrong with them, it was just I was looking for something a little bit different, but those were kind of an option that I was keeping in the back of my mind. So I remember I was on the 2addicts.com and I'd seen a post for Extreme Powerhouse. Went onto the site, was looking at a couple of different options. They had 4 different options for the actual tips as far as like the actual metal finish. They had like a black, a polished, a blue one, and then I think a gold one as well. So they only had the polished and black one in stock when I was originally ordering it. So I'd ordered the black one. I did get a shipping notification like that night. So the next day I was kind of looking at seeing where that product actually was. And then I logged into my email. I noticed I had an email from the warehouse manager. So the warehouse manager had actually reached out and said, hey, you know, you put your order in, we said it was going to ship out, but turned out we didn't actually have this one in stock. So he was just letting me know that, hey, it's going to be about another 2 weeks. But it was a very quick follow-up. So I was very, you know, just at least happy and pleased that you know, I wasn't waiting for a product that didn't ship. But I did email, you know, the product or the warehouse manager back. And then I just asked him, you know, hey, just in case you do get these blue tips ones in first, you know, that was my first option. So if those ones do come in, you know, could you put me on that list? And he said, hey, no problems. You know, I'll put you on the list for the blue ones. It's going to be probably about 3 weeks for those, you know, so just keep an eye out for that. So when the product did arrive, you know, was very, very happy with the way the product was shipped. You know, it did come in a bigger size box, which did come in some smaller boxes. So I had a box inside a box, which was
that flea in a box, and then I'll put that box inside of another box.
Inside another protective film as well. So I was very, very happy with how it came. You know, it was padded. Not that these were fragile really by any means, but you know, was very, very happy with how they actually came shipped. You know, they weren't any loose packaging or anything as well. They did come in these boxes too, which I did notice does have Chinese writing on it. Figure they would be coming out of a Chinese manufacturing plant, you know, as I said before, but at least, you know, they're standing behind the product as well. So it did come with one of these little covers on it, which was kind of very, very happy with it. And then as well, the M kind of stencil logo was hidden by a piece of electrical tape. It doesn't leave any type of residue on it. So there really wasn't any problems there, but at least it keeps it from getting damaged or anything like that if it's knocked around during shipping. So on the overall quality of the actual tip, I was very, very happy with the overall quality. It doesn't feel light and cheap really by any means along those lines. As far as the actual install, it takes about 5 minutes to be able to install these. If you do have the kind of stock pipes, these are what you're gonna have on the back of your car. And what there is like a little metal flange up here. And then all you really have to do is take a rubber mallet and just kind of knock out the rear end, or just tap this rear right here, and it'll end up pushing it out. You can just pull it right off the end. If you don't have a rubber mallet, which I didn't, what I used was a screwdriver with a rubber handle and then just another hammer, and just kind of hit that out. So I wasn't able to, you know, wasn't worried about bending this or anything along those lines if I do decide to replace these and go back to stock. One thing that I will point out, because I did kind of talk about it earlier, was this is going to extend those tips out a little bit. So as you can see, there's a flange on this. That's where that metal piece will come up. There is not one on these ones. So when you do line those up, you can see that it is going to come out, you know, about that much further away from the bumper. So just keep that in mind as if you guys are running the stock, you know, diffuser or anything, these are going to protrude a little bit. One other thing about these tips are, as far as I know, they're only made for the M240 and M235i because those have at least the stock exhaust, not the M Performance exhaust, but the stock exhaust has a 60 millimeter clearance in order to get this onto the pipes. So the M Performance exhaust, I believe, is around 63 millimeters. So these will be a little bit too small for it. So just keep that in mind as we are trying to order these or trying to win these in the giveaway. They will only fit a 60 millimeter stock pipe. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, actual install after I got that off, all you need is a 10 millimeter bolt or screwdriver, or you know, lugs or whatever else, how you're going to install it. But it is a 10 millimeter nut back here. It does look like it's hooked up to some kind of T-clamp. So really just slid that on, tightened it down, made sure it wasn't loose. I've had them on for about a month now. Really have had no issues with them at all as far as them coming loose at all. I have checked to make sure, you know, if they do come loose in the heat, because it has been a little hotter in Arizona lately, but really no problems from my side. So now down to the actual giveaway for these. I do have 2 of these. They are going to be the blue tipped ones as well. So I will pay for shipping of these. So what I'm going to be doing is running this through my actual Instagram channel, just because it's going to be easier to track from that side of it rather than doing it through YouTube. Thank you guys again. You know, best of luck to whoever actually gets these. I hope you do like them, and I hope any of you guys that are looking for this type of product, you know, find this very useful and find that Extreme Powerhouse is one of those places that can definitely help you as well. Lastly, I will say that I am not sponsored at all by Extreme Powerhouse. You know, I had paid for these on my own. I had bought these, so they have no involvement in this at all. This is a giveaway that I'm running on my own. It's not even run through them. So I was just very, very happy with the experience that I had. So just wanted to give them a shout out on that side. So appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll go ahead and talk to you in the next one. Thanks.